Hey guys, welcome back to the 𝐚𝐭 homestead. I'm 𝐚𝐵, and this is a continuation of the serious crappy situation we have, like literally crappy, with my septic situation. I kind of talked to you guys about what was going on. I have more information I'm about to share, and the situation got way worse. For a little backstory, I have a septic tank, and I noticed the toilet started flushing slow last week, and then all of a sudden it just went flush. The shower completely backed up. The shower right here backed up, like this is the main line going out to the septic system, went all the way up and started leaking from the ceiling. So there is a serious backup, and I'm like, what? Like that couldn't be my septic system. It was just pumped last year before I moved in. Like that was one of the things that was supposed to be done before I moved in. Well, I found out that it was not pumped before I moved in. So I think the last time it's been pumped has been quite a while. And so that is part of the issue. It gets worse. It gets way worse. So I've been talking to septic people, plumbers, drain cleaners, and I've been informed I need to find the lid in order for them to come and clean out the septic and even come and clean out the pipes to see what the heck is going on, where if there's a plug or if the septic system is backed up or both. Because at this point, I don't know. It could be both of them. It could be one of them. Either this is plugged up or the septic system's backed up or both. Well, I thought I had found the lid to the septic system. No, it was not the lid to the septic system. That was the lid to another sort of like RV hookup system that I have in the back. I was then informed that the lid is buried up to 18 inches deep. And it's like, okay, where? It should be marked. It's not marked. I go to the general area and I start digging and can't find it. I'm digging where it should be. I'm digging like on the other side of this because this is where it's got to be, right? Can't find it. It starts snowing and a blizzard rolls in. So I cover the area with a tarp. I have actually somebody on their way right now as I'm recording this, a drain cleaner. And they also told me, hey, I need to know where the pipe is, but I can come and help you like dig. And I was like, okay, like I don't know, I'm gonna be digging. I let them know. But I was like, I can't find it. So we're about to both be out there digging unless they can like, I don't know, scope it out, see what's going on. I literally don't know. This is my first time going through this. I realized though that it is my problem that I did not get a septic inspection. I didn't realize that was a thing. I was never told buying the house and any of the thing to even which is fine. I should have done more research, but this is my first time ever having a septic system. So I literally did not realize that. But yeah, this is a big problem because I can't use my bathroom, my toilet, my shower, my laundry, my sinks, nothing. I can't use anything. And it started snowing, and the ground freezing is a big issue because if I can't get to the lid of the septic tank because the ground freezes, I don't get to there in time, they're not gonna be able to drain it. And if it is backed up, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the winter. I literally don't know what I would do for the winter. This is what I had thought was the lid to my septic system. It is not. I spoke with a septic person in regards to this. This is not the lid. My lid is buried closer to the house, and I'm going to show you guys what I started doing to try and find it. Keep in mind that it just started snowing. When I started digging, there was no snow on the ground. This was a surprise. So right behind me, I tarped this area, which is the general area of where the lid is going to be. I dug. There's a big hole right there. Could not find it. So I'm waiting for a professional who hopefully has tools to help me find it. Like I gotta find it. Like the ground is going to freeze. If the ground freezes and my issues are due to a septic backup because it hasn't been drained in 7 or 8 years and I was not informed of that and I didn't get an inspection, well, I'm not going to have any water for the winter. I've been trying not to do any cooking that requires cleaning. And obviously I did, I think, the first day, not realizing how serious the problem was. So there's some dishes that I literally can't do anything about. This water, it will go and clog up the system. I have laundry literally piling up, my work clothes that I wash regularly because I'm always out doing stuff or getting like chicken poo or manure and stuff on my pants. And I cannot do any laundry. I couldn't even imagine if I ran laundry, like this would be so bad. The most obvious is I can't use the toilet I can't use the shower. I flushed this twice yesterday just to test things, and it sprung a big leak down in the basement. I never realized, or I did know, like how important water is, but man, when I can't do my usual things of going to the bathroom in my bathroom, taking a shower regularly, doing laundry, it's quite an issue. But I am grateful for my like prepper things, because all you have to do laundry is take a 5-gallon bucket, cut a hole in the lid, put a plunger in there as the agitator, and then wash your laundry in there. Drying is going to be the issue though, because it's no longer summer. So I haven't gotten to that because thank goodness I have a lot of clothes, and I had just recently done laundry. It's just my work clothes and some other clothes in my bedroom that are starting to pile up. But I have an excess, and I'm hoping I don't go through all of my laundry before this gets fixed. There are kind people who will allow me use their utilities, but I don't want to like burden people, especially for the winter. Like, I didn't realize that this was going to be such a big issue where I might not have utilities for the winter. So let's see, how long is the ground going to be frozen for? December, January, February, March, April, May. Half a year. Hi guys, welcome to my homestead where I don't have running water. So this is the day after. I'm coming to you after the plumber got here. I didn't get to finish the video that day because I literally was with the plumber all day up until the point that I got onto stream, which was late in the afternoon. So let me fill you in everything that happened. The plumber came out, so you guys knew that I could not find the lid to the septic. What the heck? And then it started snowing. He came out, we started digging, and it was actually so cool because like when I was digging, I had prayed and I was like, hey, can you please help me find the lid to the septic? And I don't know, maybe that seems like such a silly thing to pray about. I literally pray about everything. And then the next little shovel that I did, there was like a white that showed, and I was like, oh, it's just a rock. I thought it was just a rock. Ended up being the lid. So the whole lid, you guys will see, was about, I don't know, like 2 feet by 2 feet, a huge cement lid. It's an old septic system. So then me and this plumber are digging it out with our shovels, my pickaxe. We dig it out and we're like, wow, this is way too heavy. How are we gonna get it open? Well, he props it open, asked me if I could look in there and see a pipe. I couldn't see a pipe. I don't really know what I'm looking for. He looked, he couldn't really see it either. So then he was like, oh, this isn't good. We're gonna have to go inside now and figure out a situation. So we go inside and we go upstairs to the bathroom, and he takes off the toilet, which ended up being a good thing because it turns out it wasn't sealed properly. That's why I had the leak in my floor last time when the water backed up instead of going outside of the toilet. So he took off the toilet, and then he tried to put his camera down there, but he couldn't because these 90s right here, he could get his camera to here, but could not, or he could get his camera down to here, but could not swing it. So he had to get his camera down, 90 it, and he couldn't swing it here. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna try a snake, same issue. Then he came down here, and this is where it got really fun. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna cut this. So he started sawing it and water was just pouring out. So he waited until it slowed down. And the reason I didn't video this part is because I was like holding a bucket. I was on the ready. I thought this was gonna blow, which it pretty much did. When it slowed down, he cut it and stuff just came flying out. It was the most disgusting thing ever. And I ran out to my garage to get more buckets. And I got that right there. I literally came flying inside, flying down the stairs. He thought I fell down the stairs because I was going so fast. But by the time I was back, like the buckets were already full. Ew, ew, ew. Poop water got all over here on the wall. It was literally everywhere. I have pine sawed this. I pine sawed the whole thing, literally the whole area. This is probably the cleanest it has ever been ever. So then he has this cut right here, right at this joint. He tries the same thing. He puts the camera in. He can't get the camera around this right here. Like going in, down, and then to the left was for some reason like he couldn't do it. So he got his snake, same thing, couldn't do it. Got his other snake, same thing, couldn't do it. And he was like, I'm running out of ideas. Like, I don't know what to do. Again, I was like praying, like, please, 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 like help us figure out. So I was like, let's go back out and see if we can see that pipe you're talking about. So then we went out to the nasty septic and looked with a flashlight, saw the pipe. hallelujah. Who would have thought that I would have been so happy that we found a pipe in a septic tank? Anyways, so then he was able to put his camera into there, see what was going on. He was able to blast out the blockage. There was like a ton of blockage in here because the pipe from here to the septic has a belly. And then on top of that, the septic was so full because it was not emptied. And he said that the backup most likely would not have occurred if it had been emptied. So the sellers were supposed to empty it. They didn't. I'm just going to be doing it because it's just like whatever. I'm just going to do it. Not going to bother. Not going to like get everybody involved and say, hey, you did this, blah, blah, blah. So there was like all this just like backing up because it is like full. That thing is nasty. And thank goodness somebody is coming to pump it next week. Everybody's booked out like a million years. And I was so grateful to get somebody who was so nice and able to hopefully help me out next week. I called today just to verify, but I'm like 99% sure I'm on their schedule. But wow, it was quite the situation. I also have to have the pipe replaced between here and the septic just to make sure that like there's no issues. But again, he said, and he even wrote it on like the invoice, which I paid a pretty arm and a leg for, that it most likely would never have happened if it had been pumped, which is fine. I'm here now. I think it ended up being like a good thing. I was able to see that my toilet wasn't set right. I was able to see some other issues with the plumbing, which he pointed out, like my plumbing has to be redone. So that's another project. So I was able to get like an inside look at my septic system, see what's going on. And as crazy as this is, something as like simple or complex as having to have plumbing work, like there were like little miracles that I got to see that I am so grateful. And I even cried about on my stream that night. The guy who ended up coming to help me, which was like, you literally cannot find a plumber, right? He was a reference from one of the septic people. And the septic person was the nicest person ever. Like just the most incredible person. They took time to help me. They referenced this person. I called this person and I literally left them a message, the plumber. And I was like, I don't have water. It's been 4 days, like I'm just looking for help, blah, blah, blah. I probably sounded really sad. And he told me that he had 5 other calls that morning, but he chose to come and help me. And that like fills my heart so much with gratitude. I don't know how to like explain that like that. It's just cool because it was truly like an answer to my prayers of like, please, can I have somebody come and help me? And so it was just like, wow, 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 like the nicest person ever. And I feel so grateful that I was able to get this sorted. So there's kind of like a band-aid on it until it gets pumped. And so I will keep you guys posted. Hopefully no more issues. I can use my water right now. I'm just being careful because I don't want another like backup because it hasn't been pumped. So I'm just being careful. Until then, I hope that you guys enjoy all of the drama, and I hopefully will have a resolution next week, and I'll let you guys know. Don't do anything a couple wouldn't do. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys tomorrow.